So, finally, there's some hope for My Hero Academia, boys! Because Season 6 is doing everything right so far. Okay, listen here right now. Did you even finish My Hero Academia Season 5? Cause dude, that shit was disgusting. People are saying the show fell off at season 4, but you know what? I'll defend that season. Sure, it was really slow at the beginning, but Mirko, Eri, and Overhaul were amazing characters that we truly got to see develop in that first half. I know a lot of people didn't really care for the whole musical part of the show where Jiro got her main character moment, but I thought it was fun. Cause who doesn't like seeing a fun performance like that every once in a while, you know? Plus, Eri smiling for the first time was adorable. And obviously, the best part of the season was Gentle Criminal. Basically a YouTuber who got depressed because he was getting like no views. Gotta love a relatable man. However, there is no defending Season 5, oh my god. The idea of Class A going up against Class B on paper should be an exciting thing to see. If only it weren't so slow. I swear, the main problem with the season was the fact that it tried to give everyone a decent amount of screen time. Problem is, I don't give a damn about half of the class. Some of these guys are just straight up side characters. And it's actually funny that some of these guys are standing up against
Rizuku, Himdoria, the Rizzolanti.
Like, let's see here. Sugar Man. Someone give me one good reason I should give a damn about Sugar Man. His whole power is that he gets super strong when eating sugar. Discount Popeye looking ass. But he hasn't done shit with that super strength. Therefore, irrelevant. Now, besides not caring about some of the people in the main class, now I have to look at people in a side class? Again, a side class. This season is making me look at side characters and side characters. I'm gonna lose it. The only Class B character I really care about is Monoma. Monoma. He's a cool character, and hey, at least he's self-aware about the fact that he's a side character. Therefore, he has way more respect for me than anybody else. Okay, but seriously, he's probably a top 7 character for me in the entire show. The boy is basically a mini all-for-one. Give my man some more screen time. Season 5 really killed the way I looked at My Hero Academia as a show. Remember when the show first came out and everyone was raving about how it turned something as basic as superheroes and turned it into a spectacle. It felt so new and refreshing, and it was just so hype. Season 1 was just solid with a killer season finale. Season 2 being my absolute favorite season because of the great tournament arc, starring the best kid in the show, no arguments, Shoto Todoroki. His whole section in that arc is still one of the best parts of the entire show to this date, and I will fight anyone who argues otherwise. Following that arc with a hero killer Stain arc, god damn! That was an S+ villain right there, by the way. Then Season 3 came out, also being a banger with the camp arc and the All Might versus All for One arc, oh my god! But then Season 4 hit. Again, I personally think Season 4 was fine, but it clearly wasn't on the same level as the earlier seasons, and then following that up with the shit show that was Season 5, I eventually ended up dropping the show. I was towards the end of the Class A versus Class B arc, but I just couldn't bring myself to finish it. My Hero Academia got stale. And that was until Season 6 came out. This was the season that people have been hyping up for ages. People were saying, oh, if you didn't like Season 5, just wait. Just wait, bro. Season 6 is gonna be so peak. You know how manga readers are. And I'll be real, I got spoiled a few things which I would complain about, but they were the best kind of spoilers, because those spoilers made me think about the show again. I went from almost forgetting about My Hero's existence to constantly thinking about it. Like, what do you mean Deku's gonna have an emo stage? The yee-ass main character Midoriya is gonna have an edgy stage? If you personally know me, then you know I eat that shit up. So when Season 6 came out, I swallowed my pride. I decided to finish Season 5, and can I just say, I dropped Season 5 right before the My Villain Academia arc, and that pisses me off so much because the My Villain Academia arc was the best part of Season 5. Here we get to see just how much of a threat the villains actually are. For a good while, I just couldn't care about Shigaraki as a main villain. Hell, every time Shigaraki and Overhaul would wrestle for dominance, I'd cheer for Overhaul. I just couldn't take this dude seriously. Like, he didn't even seem that fast, so if he can't get you, how's he gonna kill you? What's Shaggy Rack gonna do? But god damn, he got that Kaneki treatment and turned his hair white. And you should know by now, if a character's hair turns white, they're about to be raw as hell. His power was a little too specific for me to make me think of him as the main antagonist. Like, the dude touches you and you die. How do you make that interesting of a fight scene with a guy like that? But then more was revealed about him. His backstory did everything for him. To be fair, you can kind of assume what his backstory is based on usual tropes and stuff, but I think they executed it really well. The fact that the itch, which we've seen multiple times throughout the entire show, was caused because of his emotionally abusive father is really good. And when everyone was feeling Shigaraki's power, everyone ran from him and was scared of him, but his mom wanted to give him one last piece of love. This backstory was objectively really good, but one thing I will never forgive is what did the dog do, man? Why did he have to do the dog like that? No! I will say this man went from henchman to big bad, and he did it majestically. The other villains got some good treatment too. Everyone's powers were evolving and growing in some kind of way. Toga got that new copy ability, Twice decided to genuinely become OP, and actually, Dabi didn't do much to impress me. In fact, throughout the entire series, it kind of felt like they were hyping up Dabi over and over, but every time I saw him, I'd get pretty disappointed because of how little this man actually does. Until Season 6. Yep, we're opening up the Season 6 talk with Dabi. I do think the Todoroki family is the most consistently amazing written part of this entire show. Endeavor's journey of atonement with his family was already grade A steak, but with the addition of Dabi's reveal, perfection. Dabi as a kid was basically told and bred to be the best. You're the guy that's gonna surpass All Might, surpass me, be the top one hero. He was told that he was gonna be the best. He was trained to be the best, only to be pushed aside in favor of someone else. Huh, you know who that reminds me of? Yeah. Dabi's Tai Lung. Now, talking about Season 6 would not be complete without talking about the character every manga reader was hyping up, Mirko. I'll be honest, when we saw her all that time ago, I didn't really know what to expect. Sure, she had a cool design and definitely had that "the only daddy here is me" kind of personality, but it's not like I was that interested in her. Holy shit, she's so cool. Okay, yeah, now I get it. Everyone kept making jokes about the fact that she deserves to be the #1 hero and not Endeavor, and before I just couldn't understand why, until we saw her do her thing. You know how Endeavor almost died fighting one high-end Nomu? Well, here's Mirko fighting multiple at once and just dominating. Again, unlike Endeavor, she had zero assistance, completely alone, and she was keeping up with all of these assholes. Hell, she didn't just keep up with them, she straight up beats 2 of them, hell yeah! Eventually, she does get overwhelmed and her arm gets destroyed, but what does she do? Is she out for the count? No. She continues dodging and goes after the big bad directly. She's got an objective and she intends to finish it. She would have ended the entire show right there if only the other heroes were good enough to actually help her. Honestly, Shigaraki only woke up because of, well, plot. Sorry, this entire thing was just me yelling, but this season has just been great so far. Just straight up hands being thrown everywhere you go. Right now, we're in the Vigilante Deku arc, but I want to save that for another video. A lot of moments in the season just made me happy. Mirko having that dog in her, Hawks fighting Twice and Dabi, Hawks killing Twice because he was just way too OP, Gigantomania's rampage, Denki's moment because he's one of my personal favorite characters, Midnight dying. Okay, this didn't make me happy, obviously, but can we just talk about how much of a shame it is that she died off screen? Shigaraki ripping everyone in half, him doing the pose, the disrespect, Deku going all out, Dabi's reveal, the return of Lemillion. Oh my god, the hype I got from this. He's my favorite, he's the best, yeah. And Todoroki having to fight Dabi because Endeavor can't fight his own son, especially not the son that he failed. Sorry, I seriously can't stop raving about the genius behind the Todoroki family. Season 6 of My Hero Academia is honestly a godsend to the entire series, and I only talked about the first half. The Vigilante Deku arc will be a fun one to go through, so stay tuned for that one. I seriously haven't thought about My Hero Academia in a really long time, so this was an amazing way to bring it back. Hopefully the show keeps up this pace, because I can't have another Season 5. Holy sh**.